Hello, welcome to Camaro Mods channel. Hope you're having a great day. Do you put your Cadillac in shifted in park and it don't, all it does is sit there and say not in park? Well, you have a problem inside. So what we're going to do today, I've got this all tore down already. I don't have any bolts at all in it. We're going to go over to the big screen over here. I'm going to show you over here on the side. In order to take this all apart, you got to pull the 4 bolts out of it. You have to take this part right here out. You got to pry up on it. And then I'm not sure if you turn this. It's been a while since I took mine apart. I'm not sure if you turn this to unlock it. But you got to get this here piece out before it'll come apart. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, I've got a close-up view on this. We're going to pull this apart. That's your top cover. And that piece that you're pulling out goes right here. It's right up here towards the middle. Has that screw slot in it, pop it out, and that'll help you pull this thing clear off after you take your 4 bolts out right here. Take these 4 bolts out. And that way you got to be able to get in there to it. Okay, now we have it taken apart. This is all your electronics that's in here. We're going to pull these apart. Electronics is what you're looking for. So we'll move this over to the side over here. Here's a schematic. I'm going to put this on the big board. See it a little bit better. But this piece right here is so you got 2 big pieces here. This is your main piece and this is your manual. This is for your manual shifting. Okay, on your shifter here, when you go over here to the side, this is your manual switch. When you kick it over to the side over here, I'll show you on this right here. When you kick it over here to the side right here, downshift, upshift. Okay, what you're doing, you're working with this side right here on the switches. When you flip it over to the side right here, you're hitting this switch right here. This puts you in the manual mode. This little switch right here. If you can understand how everything works, it makes it a lot easier to work on. That's the way I always think of stuff. If you understand how it works, then it's real easy to understand how to work on it. Okay, this is your manual switch. This puts you in the manual mode. Okay, these over here, I'm not sure exactly which way, but one is your upshift and one is your downshift. There's more switches inside here. You push it, but that's your upshift and downshift. And we'll put the schematic up on the big board here shortly. But I want to show you about the car not being in park. Okay, you got 2 more switches over here on this little thing. This is your switch right here, the one that has a curve on it. See it has that curve on it? That's your switch on the bottom side of it. Here's your bolt holes. It's down on the bottom side. That switch, when it don't have power, it locks your shifter. That controls your solenoid lock switch. So if you're having a problem with your lock switch not locking in place, it'd be this switch right here. Okay, your not in park switch, that's this little switch up here, right here by this white piece. Right up in there. Right up in this top piece. But I was wanting to, I'm just going to make this video on the process of fixing it. I might do another one later as far as breaking this down and putting this switch in. But right now this video is just showing you exactly how all this stuff works. Exactly what the switches are for. I had to do some research on all this stuff to make sure I'm telling you right. I don't want to say, well, in my last video, well, I think this one here is the one. This is your not in park switch, and thank goodness I was right. But I had to do some research on this. This is your, I wasn't sure exactly whether this was, this could have been your not in park switch, but this one here is your not in park switch. This one here is for your, I'll show you a little bit better on the schematic. We'll go to that here shortly. I want to show you some, these are some switches that you can buy, and I want to give you the numbers on them. That way you can search for them on the internet. That's the numbers on it. See a part number in there. Here's another one. These are both just micro switches. This one here don't have the little bar on it. That's just a micro switch. That's the number on this one. You may have to pause that if you need to, but if you understand how all this stuff works, it's real easy to fix that way. You'll know for sure that you're working on the right switch. But this little switch right here with the curve on it, it's where you put your shifter in park, and that's what, when there's no power to it, that's when you can't pull it out of, you can't even put it in neutral. So this is for your solenoid lock switch. Okay, that's your pin connector. That's what all this plugs into. This is a close-up view of the, I'll put these in place real quick so you'll understand how it all works. So when you get ready to tear it down, this piece goes over here on the side over here. This one here goes right in here like that. This little piece goes in there, and that's where your piece comes in and hits that your park switch right there. So this is how it all bolts together, just like this. But like I say, I don't have any bolts on any of this. This is just for demonstration only. Okay, now we're gonna go over to the big board. Okay, this is the 2008 STS shifter diagram. This will probably cover all the years between 2005 to 2011. So they're all pretty much the same. Okay, this section right here is this part right here. This is the little flat piece. This is the manual switch. This is your up shift, down shift. That's all this area here. This one's the downshift. This is the upshift. 4.4K resistor, 1.5K resistor. This is the manual. This is the little switch right here. The one's got the little curve on it. That covers all this area right here. The main part, what you're looking for, is the bigger part. That's where that's this little part right here. This switch right here is your lockout solenoid switch. Solenoid's 38 ohms. Allows shifting out of park when on. So this has got to have power on it before it's going to work. This one right here is your not in park switch. Shifter button releases in park equals closed. Right up here, check between pins 1 and 6 for not in park problem. Here's your pins down here. Your pin connector, this gray piece right here and your black piece up here, have this down, and your pin 1 and 2 is over here on your left. So that's where you need to check for your not in park switch. These two over here are your backlight lamps that lights up your park, your neutral, drive, and all that stuff. Here's your pins 1 and 6. Check between these two to check your switch right here. Let's see if it's working or not. Okay, like I say, this part right here, this flat part has 3 switches in it. Upshift, downshift, and your manual switch. This bigger piece has 2 switches in it. This is your not in park switch, and this is your solenoid switch. Lockout solenoid switch. Close. It's closed in park with brake on. So I hope this helps you out getting the parts you need, getting your Cadillac back on the road. But I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while. The other video that's on there, how to pull the console out and shifter repair, that video's it's one of my top videos. So I've been wanting to do this video for a while. So I think I got everything covered. If you have any questions, just post them down below. I'll see if I can answer your question. Like I say, if you understand how all this stuff works, what switch is what, you'll have a better chance of fixing it yourself and saving a lot of money. So thanks for watching.